Hello class, good morning. So now we will discuss kinds of simple interest. So let's start. Kinds of simple interest. There are two basically kinds of simple interest, the ordinary and exact. So these two terms use the same formula for solving the simple interest but they differ on using the time. So syempre in computation of interest kasi class, 'di ba? Binabase natin dun sa kung gaano kahaba hiniram yung pera. So, the usage. So, sa kinds of simple interest, dalawa lang naman. Either ordinary or exact. So, first, ordinary simple interest is simple interest that uses 360 days as equivalent number of days in a year. So, sa ordinary simple interest class, ito yung tinatawag na bankers rule. So, bankers rule, ito yung ginagamit ng mga bangko. So, assuming na yung isang buwan have a 30 days, kahit February pa yan. So, naintindihan? So, di ba, February, either 28 days yan or 29 days, either leap year or not leap year. So, kahit 31 days pa, just like for example, January, 31 days siya. Pero, based on ordinary simple interest, 30 days lang ang isang buwan. So, all in all, sa isang taon, 360 days. So, naintindihan? On the other hand, exact simple interest naman is a simple interest that uses exact number of days in a year, which is 365 days or 366 for leap year. So, magkaiba yung class ha. Take note, there are 5 days difference. 5 days difference or 6 days difference between exact and ordinary simple interest. So, syempre, kapag negosyante tayo, mahaba na yung 5 days na interest. Malaki na yon, di ba? So, but for the purpose of our discussion, so mahalaga yung ma-distinguish natin yung ordinary at saka exact simple interest. So, these two kinds of simple interest are only applicable if the unit of time used is in days. So, di ba class, may nanghihiram ng pera na hindi naman taon-taon, taon-taon babayaran. Kundi, halimbawa, umiram ka ng pera, babayaran mo after 15 days. So, syempre, applicable yung ordinary at saka exact simple interest in computation. So, here, the formula, ordinary simple interest. So, the formula for ordinary simple interest is I for I subscript O. So, ito na yung ordinary. Simple interest, ordinary, is equals to P multiplied by R multiplied by, so wala ito. So, the formula here, class, is D over 360. D over 360, ha? So, where I is equals to ordinary simple interest, P for the principal, R for the interest rate per period of time, at saka yung D, number of days. Over 360 dito, class, ha? Anyway, ilalagay ko sa comment section yung correction nito. While the other hand, so exact naman, pareho lang naman. The same formula. Ang nagkatalo lang is yung over dito sa over 360 or 365. So we have an example here. Find the ordinary and exact simple interest of 15,000 if it is invested at 12% for 60 days. So let's compute. So the given, unang-una, the principal is 15,000. Next is the rate will be 12% or 0.12. And the time is 60 days. So, how to compute? For ordinary muna tayo. So, ordinary simple interest. Using this formula, IO is equals to PR multiplied by D over 360. That will be the formula. So, I is equals to 15,000 for the P multiplied by 12% or 0.12 for the R multiplied by 60 divided by 360. Naintindihan? So, the answer for number 1 is 300 for ordinary simple interest. So 300 pesos. That will be the ordinary simple interest. While exact naman, so sa exact tayo, so the same formula here, I subscript E multiplied by 15,000 multiplied by 12% or 0.12 multiplied by 60 divided by 365. So the answer will be 295.89. So take note class, dito sa exact simple interest, huwag kayong mabahala kung leap year or hindi. Kapag if the problem is silent, we will use 365. Pero kapag sinabi sa problem na leap year, so ang gamitin nyo 366 days. So yun na naman. Next, number 2. To renovate the portion of his house, si Coco made a loan. So nangutang siya sa bangko ng 48,000 na merong interest na 16%. How much did she pay the bank after 120 days using ordinary interest method? So, ito yung question class. Magkano daw yung total niya babayaran niya after niya magamit yung pera for 120 days? So, let's compute. So, the given, una, the principal is 48,000. The rate is 16% or 0.16. And the time will be 120 days. So, using this formula, so I is equals to 48,000 multiplied by 16% or 0.16 multiplied by 120 divided by 360. So the answer will be 2,560. So that will be the interest. 2,560. Since the question is magkano yung total na babayaran niya sa bangko pagkatapos ng 120 days, so ang hinahanap dito class is the maturity value. So to compute for the maturity value is equals to principal plus the interest. So how much is the principal? 48,000 plus the yung na-compute natin kanina, which is 2,560. So, the maturity value or the answer for number 2 is 50,560. So, copy. So, number 3. Find the maturity value. So, take note class. The maturity value ang hinahanap dito of 4,250 for 90 days using exact interest method. So, the given principal is 4,250. The rate, so here in number 3, so ang rate dito class is 9%. Sorry, hindi na typo error lang ito. So, the rate for number 3 is 9%. And the time is 90 days. Take note, using exact. So, 365 yung gagamitin natin. So, how to compute? Siyempre, there is another formula or pwede rin na compute nyo muna yung interest tsaka nyo plus 4,250. So, para hindi kayo malito, so we will use this formula. Okay? So let's compute. So maturity interest, let's compute for interest first. Interest is equals to 4,250, which is the principal, multiplied by 9% or 0.09. Take note ha, 0.09 yan. Multiplied by 90 days over 365. So, the interest will be magkano? So, i-compute natin ha. So, let's compute for the interest. That is 4,250 multiplied by 0.09 multiplied by 90 divided by 365. So the interest will be 94.32. So kung na-compute nyo ha, 94.32. So let's compute for the maturity value. That is 4,250 plus 94.32. So the answer will be 4,344.32. So nakuha nyo. So the answer for number 3 will be 4,344.32. So, naintindihan? Okay. Next, approximate and exact time. So, ano ito sila? What is approximate and exact time? So, exact time, as the name implies, it is the exact number of days found from the calendar. So, ito naman class, di ba yung ordinary at saka exact, isang buong taon yung pinag-uusapan doon. Dito naman, exact time is, what if, halimbawa, mangungutang ka sa Bombay, di ba sa Bombay, 20% yan per month. So, 20% per month, so, ilang percent sa isang araw? Di ba? Kung si Bombay ang nagpapautang, sisigilin ka araw-araw. So, that is exact time. So, sa isang araw, ay sa isang buwan, there is 31 days. So, 31 days kang magbabayad ng interest. That is tilihan. Yan yung sikat na sikat ngayon dito sa atin. So, approximate time naman is found by assuming each month to have 30 days kahit February pa yan. Naintindihan? So, that is approximate time. So, ang counterpart ng exact time is the exact simple interest. And the counterpart of approximate time is the ordinary simple interest. Dito kasi sa dalawa class, isang buong taon yung pinag-usapan dito. While dito naman, exact at saka approximate time, ang pinag-usapan dito is buwan. So, meron dito, example. So, 1, 2, and 3. So, for your assignment, so, kindly answer these 3 questions. So, your answer will be kindly put here at the comment section. Okay? So, if you have any question, clarification, so, kindly reach me out on our GC. So, that's all for this discussion. Thank you.